if you try to work out with your kids, it's not gonna be a good workout. It's gonna be a messy workout. They're gonna be distracting you. I can just picture my 3-year-old now. She crawls under me and, like,
Yep.
climbs on
Tell
me, and
me.
it it's not the workout I wanna do, but what's happening is because I'm working out, because I'm choosing to work out messily in front of them, they are now learning. They see me working out and they are doing squats next to me. They're doing push-ups next to me. They're doing these things too because they're paying attention.
Welcome to Radiant Mom Rising. Get ready to be inspired, empowered, and uplifted. I'm your host, Mary Dibble, and in each episode, we dive into amazing stories, insights, and conversations that help moms like you chase your dreams and embrace your worth. Let's rise and shine together. Welcome to another empowering episode of Radiant Mom Rising. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to share something truly special with you, my Mom Biz Mastery course. This course is designed just for moms who dream of becoming entrepreneurs or already are on that journey. Whether you're starting out or looking to grow, Mom Biz Mastery offers genuine guidance and support through every twist and turn. Imagine having the clarity to kickstart your business and the tools to make it thrive. This course is packed with strategies, insights, and options to help you discover what lights you up and fits your unique path. Plus, you'll join an incredible community of other like-minded moms on similar journeys for further support, coaching, and networking. Click the link in the show notes to check it out. I can't wait to see you inside. Today, we're tackling a topic that's close to the heart of every mom, making health and fitness a priority. As busy moms, it's easy to put ourselves last, but our well-being is essential for our families and ourselves. Today's guest, Kristen Rourke, is the founder and CEO of Busy Mom Bod. Kristen is a busy mom of 4 girls, ages 17, 6, 4, and 3. Although fitness has been part of Kristen's life, it wasn't until she experienced her first miscarriage that she realized how much she had been putting her own needs on the back burner for her children. This is when she realized how easy it is for mothers to do the same and that she was not the only mom who struggled with this. Her mission is to help mamas make the transition from putting all their energy into everyone else's needs to start taking care of themselves as well. In this episode, we'll share practical tips, effective workout routines, and nutrition advice tailored for moms on the go. We'll also hear how Kristen successfully integrated fitness into her hectic life. So grab your headphones, find a comfortable spot, and get ready to be inspired to reclaim your health and fitness journey. Let's begin. Hey, Kristen, thank you so much for joining me today on the Radiant Mom Rising podcast. I hope you're doing well.
I am doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's such a joy. I would love for the listeners to get to know you. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about what you do, and then we can go back and tell your story on what led you to where you are today.
Absolutely. My name is Kristen Rourke, and I am the founder and CEO of Busy Mom Bod. And my mission is to help moms make themselves a priority again. Because, I think we go from being solo human beings to parents so fast. And then we spend so much time prioritizing our children, we forget how to prioritize ourselves. So health and fitness is my jam. And it's just my goal to help moms find those simple ways to get their health and fitness to become a priority so they can be around for a long time. In a nutshell.
Yes, which is so important. Yes. So tell us a little bit about the journey that you've experienced that led you to focus on the health and fitness with moms.
Yeah, so I grew up being athletic my whole entire life. So it was always just a part of my life. But then when I became pregnant for the first time, you get tired and you don't necessarily do all the normal things you do. It's what you're taking care of the baby, you're growing a baby. And then I had a newborn and still taking care of the baby. And then I had my second baby 18 months after my first baby. So I was right back into the whole pregnant, newborn thing. And then I had my third one, same spacing. I was in a point in my life where I was just like so used to being pregnant and so used to taking care of infants. I wasn't, I didn't think that I didn't deserve to take care of myself, but I wasn't a priority. And for me, I thought I needed to put their needs first in order to be a good mom. I wasn't even thinking about my needs. I wasn't even on the horizon. I didn't even think about taking care of myself, to be honest. And nor did I have the time or the energy. And then I had a miscarriage shortly after I had my third. And it put me in a spot where I was like, now what? I don't know what to do. I don't know who I am anymore now that I'm not having gonna be pregnant again. It just threw me this loop. And I was like, so then I tried to like start taking care of myself again and like started just really small with like self-care, but it was so awkward and it was so weird and it was so like I felt like I'd forgotten how to. It was just insane like how like weird it was. And I was like, all I could muster was like 5 minutes a day. I'm like, okay, Kristen, 5 minutes. You can do 5 minutes today. And it was so hard. And I realized during that transition that I'm not the only mom that feels like that. It's just and I realized that most moms are going through the same exact thing and they forget it's like I said, it's not because they don't feel like they're important, but they're putting so much energy into their children that they forget how to take care of themselves. So it just became an important mission for me to be that guide for moms to help them find not just the why and the how, but like when and just it's so much more than just knowing you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
It's being able to fit that and squeeze it into your crazy life already without feeling guilty about it, without feeling like you're taking away from your children. So that was how it all started because I was just like, I know I'm not the only mom. I was like,
Yeah.
what the heck happened to me? So
I hear you, and it's truly why I'm on the same mission as well to in another sense to help moms because you're right. It's so easy for us to sacrifice ourselves and put everything else first. And so it's so nice when you get to that point. And tell us a little bit about that as for yours in your story. Like when you
mhm.
started taking those little baby steps and doing things like that, how was that as far as where did you transition from it being little baby steps to realizing, "Man, I really can do this," and then doing it to actually teaching others how to do it.
And it wasn't just like that I can do it, I started wanting to do it again. It went from also had the all or nothing mentality, so, like, growing up, being, like, an athlete, I had this thought in my head that in order for me to work out, it had to be, like, 2 hours or an hour, this, like, an insane number, like, that I didn't want to do, nor did I the time to do it. So that was the other thing. And I was like, okay, if, like this, I was like, so I actually held back for so long. So I was like, I don't want to do that. And is it worth it if I don't do that? But it so was. And that was the thing is I started with 5 minutes a day. And I started with just like doing small little workouts at my house, in my living room, and they just started I just started feeling strong again. I just started feeling like just this like sense of empowerment that I hadn't felt in so long, and I didn't realize I was missing because I was just ignoring it for so long. And it got bigger and bigger. So I went from 5 minutes to seven, but it was very gradual. It was a very tiny steps, and that's how I actually started Busy Mom Bod with just teaching 7-minute workouts. Like, that was, like, how I started because I was like, "This is we can do 5 minutes, we can do 7 minutes," and then it graduated to 15 minutes, but then for me, like, when I started doing more, it was just, like, really starting to dive into, like, just specific problems that moms have. Like, one of my biggest programs right now is to lose that mom pooch because of ab separation. So I'm trying to really to educate moms on how to fix their ab separation so that they're feeling good about themselves. They're feeling good in like inside too. It's like your pelvic floor is so important. And I feel like just there's so many different aspects of feeling good as a mom, and we put up with so many pain points that it becomes a normal thing. Diving into each of those, like, pain points for moms is also it's, like, just helping moms feel good again is just because it was something I needed so bad. 'Cause I thought after my 3rd baby, I thought that sex would never feel good again. Like, I was literally like, "This is
Yeah.
not what I want it to feel like," and it was just, like, retraining everything to go back, and it's can be done. It's not something you have to live with for the rest of your life, so
And you shouldn't have to, exactly, and it's funny because It's honestly, as you get older, when you become a mom, it's retraining yourself all over again, period, dot. On that, in from my experience, I never knew self-care, period. I didn't do it any time in my life. I just wanted to have fun and party and forget about everything. I was drowning in a lot of the things that I was in, even just getting it from scratch almost, not really understanding it. It's so empowering because you're right. That's what is a motivating factor for a lot of us is the fact that we needed that. We wanted that. We needed
Yes.
that. So that's why we're here hoping to give it to someone else who is feeling the same way. I need someone.
It's crazy how much you don't even sometimes you don't even know that you need it until you're like, "Okay, but this is something I needed." But it's just
Yes.
and I feel like that's with so many moms is like it's we're so good at burying our heads in the sand, just plowing through, and I want and it's just it's too easy for us to do that. So it's just like making it making our like our what we need, our needs more like being more vocal about what we need as moms and as women so that more women can get to that point where they're like, "This is what I need," because we spend so long ignoring what we need.
Yes. And one of the things that I've seen with a lot of moms after birth is they hate on themselves so much and the changes of their bodies and things like that. Like they don't let their husbands touch them anymore. They project that onto their husbands. And it's
Yeah.
so unfair to them because they love you. They don't see you any different. They still think you're the sexiest thing in the world. They are there for you. And sometimes a lot of men have even said that it makes you actually more attractive because you're the mom
Exactly.
of their
You're
kid.
more
But
than just your
exactly,
partner,
you're
you're now like the
exactly.
mother of
Yes, but
Mhm. Absolutely.
unfortunately, because we don't feel that way about ourselves, it's automatically we're gonna have the behaviors and the projection and put it on them and feel weird when they touch us or push them off and things like that. So I feel like what you're doing is very empowering and very important for someone who needs that for themselves. And that's okay. Like
Yes.
it's better to just admit it and recognize, yeah, my husband may think I'm beautiful, but I don't. And that's the problem. That's what I need to have a
And
solution to is because if you don't feel good about yourself, it doesn't matter what anyone else says or thinks. You're gonna you're gonna go by how you feel. And that's what I think is if you're someone out there who's really busy and doesn't
Mhm.
feel like you have that constant can't word. First of all, that's hurting you a lot. But what is a piece of advice that you would share with moms out there who are feeling this way about themselves as you did once before?
My favorite thing to just talk to women about is just how amazing their bodies are. No matter how you look or how you feel right now, it's just to like to really take a look at your children and be like, "My body made that." Like, just the thought that and that's one of the things that I know it's so hard to feel the love for your body when you're not happy with how you look or how you feel. But what I tell moms to do is to, like, when you're feeling that way, look at your children and think about how much you love them. And then think about what your body did, what your body went through for those children to be here. It's like your body grew them inside of you, stretched and gave like everything you had, all the nutrients. And it's just, and if you can't start feeling gratitude towards your body after that, that's something that you can work on daily. It's just like trying to build that gratitude towards your body. And that's like really the most important place to start because you need to start feeling you need to start thanking your body for what it did for your children, for you, for your children. And then we can start working on the exterior. But it's just like building that love and that trust in yourself is so important.
It truly
And
is
it's just
because
yeah,
yeah, it's what motivates you if you think about it.
yeah.
Like you said, the 5 minutes a day that you started seemed like, okay,
Mhm.
this is who can't do 5 minutes, but it ended up lighting you up and realizing, oh, I want more and more because feels good. You feel accomplished. So it truly does start with
Yeah.
that, though, the internal that helps you get to
Mhm.
taking the action for the external stuff too. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just being able to thank your body every single day is my favorite way to start every day, actually. I start every morning with a 10-minute meditation and I thank my body. I thank my surroundings. Like I just you gotta throw out you have to hold on to so much gratitude and it gives you so much power throughout your day.
Oh yeah. And it's funny because I heard the other day someone talking about gratitude and how that word is taken for granted with a lot of people and
Mhm.
hearing it, but they don't realize the true power with it. If you can truly change to have a gratitude type of outlook on life and perspective, how much it truly can amplify everything for you, shift your perspectives on so many areas that would normally stress you out or make you feel bad.
Mhm.
It's a great activity to have a
Mhm.
gratitude journal, to just speak it every day and think about all the things you
Mhm.
can be grateful for instead of worrying about all the things that haven't happened yet or that you wish would happen. You wish you
And just being grateful about the things you take for granted, so I thank I will literally go down the list and I'm like, I'm thankful for my sight so I can watch my children grow up. I'm thankful for my arms so I can hold them. Like I'm thankful for my legs because I can take them on walks. It's just like the smallest things that we take for granted. The more you show yourself gratitude, like the more it grows and grows. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
pretty powerful.
It is. It truly is. And it's like you say, it's so easy because even if you think about like your subconscious mind and how we don't realize that it's what helps us to breathe. It's what tells it commands your whole body to get the goosebumps when you're getting cold, to warm you up. And there's so much
Mhm.
out there that's happening all the time automatically that you should be
I
grateful for,
know.
that we are here, that we get a chance. You get
Mhm.
the chance every single day that you wake up to do something,
Mhm.
to live
Mhm.
life the way you want, to make a change that you want to make. It's just you got to do it. You got to believe in it, but you got to see it that way that, hey, I have another day to be here and to make a difference, to do what I want, to do something.
Yes.
I love
Yeah.
that.
And just what a gift it is to feel all the things that we get to feel. They're not always fun to feel, but it's still a huge gift to be able to feel these things. So it's just working through them and feeling it and just being present.
Yes,
So,
exactly. Being present's a huge thing I have learned is crucial to fulfillment and happiness and purpose. I was just learning to be in the now, stop worrying so much about the
yeah,
past and the future, be in the now, be present.
yeah,
And those moments, if you stop and you say, just look at your kids alone and see their amazing
mhm,
personalities and the things that they do and how much they live in the present moment. It's
no,
quite amazing, isn't it? You learn a lot from that. And so with people who are busy moms who always they don't have time, they don't have time. And I know that we can always start with small increments, of course. What are there some types of tips and things that do you help moms with as far as finding the time?
yeah. So one of my favorite ways to get started with busy moms, especially, is habit stacking. So I know you're already busy, but if let's say you're already brushing your teeth twice a day, how about we do some squats while you're brushing your teeth and just throw in adding those things, like adding your squats while you're brushing your teeth is just like it's literally you could be just doing that for a couple weeks and you would build strength. It's just the tiniest things I love. So I do a lot of like core strengthening. So if you're out for a walk, I recommend you paying attention to your pelvic floor should be working symbiotically with your diaphragm. So while you're walking, if you're just paying attention to your pelvic floor and your diaphragm working together, then you're breathing properly and you're strengthening your pelvic floor as you're breathing. Or if you're sitting at a stoplight, I'll recommend doing vacuum pulses or just like habit stacking, just like adding these little things to things you're already doing are just the easiest ways to start taking care of yourself without taking extra time to do it.
Hey there, aspiring entrepreneurs. Ready to turn your free time into a flourishing digital marketing business? Introducing Lipo Max, your comprehensive all-in-one package for launching a successful venture. With Lipo Max, you'll get access to over 200 in-depth, beginner-friendly training videos tailored to your needs. Plus, enjoy lifetime access with continuous course updates, weekly training calls, and ongoing community support, all without any monthly fees or extra charges. And the best part? You'll benefit from a high demand digital product, the course, expertly crafted and ready for immediate sale. Yes, that means you earn 100% profits on every sale. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to transform your free time into a profitable business. Join LipoMax today and watch your dreams take flight. Click on the link in the show note today to learn more.
Oh man, that's neat. I love it. That's awesome. Those are great pieces of tips right there for you. So easy. And what you're helping with that is helping them to build their awareness, because awareness is a very powerful thing too. The more you build awareness, the more you can take control back of so many areas
Yeah.
of your life too. So
Being
that's a very
mindful
important.
mindful is
Yeah.
like, I so many people ask me, they're like, "I don't know how you stay so, like, calm and on top of things with the crazy girls that I have," and I'm like, it's really just being present and mindful and just being very aware of what I'm doing and what they're it's just I think it's just being, like, you're present and aware and mindful of just everything that you're doing because you could be doing so many things at once, so
Oh, and don't we?
multitask.
Yes, exactly. Mama. Are
So
we
good at it.
are we always
We're
doing
so
that?
good at
Yes, we are. Yes,
it.
we are. So and then, you know, like, so that's one of the points I know I've talked about in the show before, and I always talk about it, but it's so true because we really do get so much accomplished all the time, and yet why is us? Like, why do we stop when it comes to us? That's insanity, really. So it's awesome to get these tips and get these tools because there's so many different perspectives and so many different ways to go about things that easily can work for you and be this absolute solution you've been looking for to get better and feel better and just start that routine or that habit, whatever you need to start going in the right direction for yourself. Because come on, aren't we? I don't know about anyone else, but aren't you tired of feeling like crap all the time and
Be tired of
not?
tired.
Yes, exactly. Aren't you tired of being tired? Are you ready for more and stepping into that? Because life will pass you by whether you do something or not. It's going to keep going. So, do you want to look back and look at all the things that you could have made happen for yourselves and regret that? Or do you want to know that, hey, I tried, I made effort, I did it. And you
Mhm,
know what? I guarantee you're going to be on such an amazing, successful side of that because you did that. Because that's one thing I'm learning it more and more as well is action has results. And if you come in with it with a belief and an energy that you just know is going to attract everything you desire, it will happen
mhm.
for you. It may not happen
Yes.
exactly when you want it to, but that's okay because it's truly going to happen when it's meant to. And it's going to be better than you could ever imagine. And I,
Exactly. That's what I like to teach is I like to teach, like, everlasting. I don't want you to have a quick I don't want you to get fast results. What I want is I want you to build sustainable habits that's gonna last you for the rest of your life, that you're gonna stick with, and it's
yeah.
gonna continue on through your life. Your children will grow up watching these healthy habits, and they will continue doing it. It's just an ongoing cycle. It's not about getting fast results. It's about building lasting results.
And that see, I love that. Absolutely love that. I think that should be more of the focus for so many people. But unfortunately, in today's society, we have that need for that quick fix. But there's such dangers in that. And it
Yes.
discourages so many people when they get to the reality of the fact that if you have built this habit of eating like crap for
Mhm.
15 years. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to go on this diet now. And you expect to lose all that weight in 10 days? Come on.
But, like, even if you go crash diet and you lose all this weight, you're not living in a sustainable way where
Right.
that you can keep it up. So
Yeah.
then you're gonna
Just gain
start
it right
eating
back.
again,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be starving, and you're just gonna
Mhm.
eat like crap again, and you're gonna go right back to where you were, which is how yo dieting happens because it's not sustainable, you know?
Exactly. And honestly, it's like that too with money. If you got
Yeah.
all the money you thought you wanted in the very beginning, you're just going to be right back in that same place you were beginning. If you don't take the time to truly discipline yourself and build that
Mhm.
responsibility and learn and build the new habits and mindset to handle carrying that kind of money,
Mhm.
especially when you've not been used to
Yeah.
that in the first place.
Don't most lottery winners, like, lose
Oh,
their money
oh my
within, like, a
gosh.
year?
Yes, I
It's
remember
like,
oh, I'll never forget that, and when I worked at a bank one time, this girl, she won $500,000 on a scratch off ticket, and I
"Oh my
watched
god."
her in 1 year, I watched this girl just blow it, and she got vehicles, cars, she was hanging out with all these gangster guys, they were partying all the time, and it was like, "Yep,
I think for other people,
yep,
yeah.
exactly, lost it all," and I'm like, "In a
People's
year?" I know.
ways.
Yes, in a year. Oh my god, but that you're at this is why I love it and in the way your perspective is and how you handle your business and how you help your clients because that's what I believe in too is creating true value and worth and routines and habits that are sustainable and that you can go with for the rest of your life because that's what it's about. If you really want to make changes in your life, It's not just
Mm,
about doing a couple steps here and there. It's about being someone else. It's
yes.
about being who you're meant to be and who you want to be. And that takes changing who you are. And
Yes.
that's, yeah. I
And it's not all gonna happen at once. It's gonna
like,
take time.
yes, yes, exactly, exactly. But it's such a fun journey. One thing I think is so important is embrace the journey. Don't
Mhm.
rush it. Start with your okay, for
Right.
instance, with the kids. I don't know if you've ever found yourself in the past doing this, but like rushing their growth. Oh, I can't wait
Oh,
till
I know.
you're out of diapers. Oh, I can't wait until you're putting your own clothes on.
Mhm.
And we tend to do that sometimes because we're thinking about ourselves in a way that I'm just so over this. But then you don't realize, like, you're rushing their lives. You're rushing those times that you will never get back. And this is why living in the present is so important. We
Yes.
gotta enjoy that.
I've really I've really started, like, realizing that not really realizing that, but just, like, really soaking in, like, my youngest is 3, so I've had 2 miscarriages since her. My last miscarriage, I was supposed to give birth, like, just last week, so and my 3-year-old just turned 3, so it was like, I'm going through these emotions of, I wish I knew she was my last baby because I could have held on a little more. Well, and then I was like, but even with me knowing it that she was my last baby, I'd still be sitting here thinking, "How is she 3 already?" It goes by so fast. So, I've just been really, like, holding on to I put away her, like, 2T clothes, and I'm like, "This is the last time I'm gonna see these clothes." So, I'm just like I'm going through all of those feelings right now,
Oh my
and,
goodness.
well, it's
Yeah.
like, you're so true because 'cause I'm like, "How is she 3 already?" I'm like, "I'm never going to change their diapers again." I'm sure I'll change a diaper.
Yeah.
But
Yes. Yeah.
I'm never gonna change their diapers anymore. Like, they're like,
Yes.
my youngest is literally talking and walking and, like, self-sufficient. Like, she peeled her own orange today. I was like, "What did you do? Learn to peel an orange." I was like, these little moments, and I'm just like, "Oh." But, yeah, it's just being present and just
Oh, I love it.
it just goes by so fast, no matter how hard, even that we tend to push, and that's the thing, that's what I was gonna say. I don't want to rush it, but we do that all the time because 'cause we're like, "All right, I can't wait till I don't have to do it anymore." And then when you don't have to do it anymore, you're like, "What happened?"
Yeah, I know. It's like I
Where
missed it. Yeah, I missed
where
it. Exactly, and it's something that I want people to think about. Just really think about that the next time you think those thoughts, like, "Oh, I'm so ready for this to be over," about it. No, don't rush her. I did that enough as a teenager or even a preteen, like, I was like, "I'm ready to be an adult. I can't wait to be an
Yeah.
adult and have my blah, blah." Ugh, and it's so funny because I'll never forget those adults who would tell me, "Mary, slow down, enjoy life,
Slow down.
don't rush it," and I'm like, "What do you know?" That's the
Nobody
attitude.
cares.
That's the attitude I had, and I was like, "Oh, I was so wrong." I listened to the telling you, listen to people who are older than you, listen to their wisdom. They know what they're talking about. But
And
yeah,
almost a similar point. So, like, for so long too, and I hear a lot of moms griping or having a hard time working out with their kids around because it's not if you try to work out with your kids, it's not gonna be a
I
good workout. It's gonna be a messy workout. They're gonna be distracting you. They're gonna be like, I can just picture my 3-year-old now. She crawls under me and, like,
Yep.
climbs on
Tell
me.
me.
It it's not the workout I wanna do, but what's happening is because I'm working out, because I'm choosing to work out messily in front of them, they are now learning. They see me working out and they are doing squats next to me. They're doing push-ups next to me. They're doing these things too because they're paying attention. So I'm not avoiding the workout with them because it's going to be a bad workout. Instead, I'm going to go through the bad workout and I'm going to let them watch me because they're learning and they're seeing like we flew to my sister's baby shower last month and we were at the airport and in between, like we had a layover and in between out they were like they're doing jumping jacks and push-ups like in the airport terminal because to burn off energy. And I was just, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. They're like, come on, let's do this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
you know,
you're it's so funny you say that because I try to do my yoga and stuff like that with my little kids, and the same thing, they're always in between, especially when I do downward dog, they're crawling under me, and they'll climb on my back, and what I do with my yeah, but what I do with my 2-year-old, because he's a little bit lighter, is I'll get on my back, and I literally lift him and and do, like, my weight lifts with him and stuff like
Oh,
that,
yeah,
and
sure.
it's okay sometimes you can use
You
them
do
sometimes, and
squats
this
with them, like,
yes,
shoulders, you're
oh,
getting a good workout in.
ooh, exactly, sometimes you could actually utilize them in some ways, but even better is how you're right. You're teaching them. You're such a role model for them and you're showing them.
Yeah.
I have my daughter all the time trying to do yoga poses and stuff. And I love it because I'm like, yes, I want her to grow up wanting to be active and to take care of herself. So that again starts
Yeah,
with
there were
you,
so
right?
many times I have so many times I, like, avoided doing it because I was like I would, because I don't know if your kids are the same way, but I will wake up early on purpose to have me time and do my own things, but the second I wake up, they are up. It's like they have this, like, instinct, like, I will get up an hour early and they're like, "Bing," they're like, "Mom's up." But I don't know, so it's I would and so I'd get up
Yeah.
and I'd be frustrated, I'd be irritated because 'cause I'm not getting in my workout by myself, and then I just stop and then I was like, "Stop putting it off, just do it and let it be messy," but it was like it was actually turned out to be really good because they're seeing me, they're learning and they're seeing it. But yeah, I was just like it just reminded me of just not rushing, like not necessarily rushing, like maybe, "Oh, I can't wait for you not to be bothering me," but how about you bother me and you learn,
You're
but
building such great memories. You're gonna always look back at that and remember those times. Because I laugh about. I have pictures of it where my daughter's like in between my legs. I'm like, this is what
oh,
happens when
yeah.
I try to work out and do yoga with my kid. It's okay. At least I'm doing it, like you say. And you're right. That's so empowering and a great thing to think about. Who's listening? Like if you've been avoiding exercising because you've got little ones around, try to work out with
Mhm.
them. Try to just do it messy. Like it's
It
awesome.
is,
And
it's gonna be messy. It's
yeah.
gonna be messy. I no, there is no way
Oh
around
yeah.
it,
Oh
but
yeah. Oh yeah.
doing it is better than not doing it, so
Yeah, exactly. And like you say, time goes by so fast that it won't be long before you are officially able to get and do as much as you want to do when you want to do it. And you're probably going to miss them
without being
crawling over you.
bothered.
Yeah, exactly. And you're gonna oh,
You'll miss the built-in weights.
yeah, yes. I love it. My son loves it. He cracks up when I do it, and it really does build your arms up because he's
Okay.
not like crazy heavy. Like I couldn't do it with my 4-year-old because she's like the size of a 6-year-old, so she I couldn't do it with her, but I can definitely do it with my son. He's a tiny little one still. But yeah, it's a lot of fun and it's really good for them. And I just love that great perspective because I was like that too. I've many times, sometimes I'm lucky, like you say, where they will sleep and I get to
Mhm.
go and do what I want. But other times it's, bam, I was just going to
Yeah,
get up and then they're up and then I'm having to do
the
this, this
youngest
and that.
always she
Yeah.
always knows when I'm up. I don't know how, she always knows when she comes out with her blanket in hand, she's ready. I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I want to also give you the opportunity to share a little bit about if anyone listening is wanting to learn more about how they can come and work with you, where can they find you?
I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook. Instagram, I'm at Busy Mom Bod. On Facebook, I'm Kristen Rourke. I just released a playbook on how to lose that mom pooch for good last month. So I'm super excited about that. It gives you step by step how to lose that mom pooch in a way that's going to last forever. I teach you little ways to incorporate it into your everyday life, little tips and tricks. I've got that. I've also got make sure you have all my links, but I've got like a free ebook on how to balance your life and your working out and everything, how to keep it in check so that you're not drowning. And I'm constantly working on new things.
Yeah,
But
right.
but
It's fun.
following me is
Yes,
definitely the way to
yes,
go.
yeah, exactly. Absolutely. I'm excited to see where
Mhm.
you go. And I think it's wonderful what you're doing for moms out there because our mind, bodies, and souls are all connected in one. And it's important that we take care of it all. So it's not all just about getting us on the best mindsets that we want for ourselves. It's about taking care of our bodies. We got to care
Yeah.
about that too
Yeah.
because a good body is going to help you have a good mind. A good mind's going to vice versa. They work together.
Yeah, it all works together. That's
It does, it does. Before we end here, is there any final piece of advice or story of yours that you wanna share with us?
Um,
Since it's yours.
I think my just like I said, my biggest advice is to not only just to start small, but just to not be afraid of it being messy, not being afraid of things not going perfectly because we're moms, life is messy, and taking your first step is better than not taking a first step. So it's just doing it messy is better than not doing it all. Versus what I say to my kids.
I love it. No, I love it, I love it. It's truly the most amazing advice you could ever give. Seriously, that's truly wonderful. And thank you again for being part of my show. And I'm so excited I got to meet you, get to know you.
Of course. Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed our talk. Here are the key takeaways from today's episode. Reflect on how often you put your children's needs first, and remember that you deserve to take care of yourself too. Prioritizing your health and fitness is not selfish. It's essential for your well-being and longevity. Start with small, manageable actions. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. Begin with something as simple as doing squats while brushing your teeth or going for a short walk. These small steps can gradually build into a sustainable routine. Look at your children and appreciate the incredible things your body has done. Your body created life and deserves your gratitude and care. Cultivating this mindset can transform how you see and treat yourself. Understand that taking care of yourself might feel awkward or challenging at first. It's normal. Starting with small acts of self-care can help you rebuild your connection with yourself and eventually lead to bigger changes. It's common to feel guilty about taking time for yourself, but remember that a healthier, happier you is better for your entire family. By caring for yourself, you're setting a positive example for your children and ensuring you can be there for them long term. Incorporate health and fitness into your daily routine through habit stacking. Combine activities like mindful breathing exercises while walking or doing simple pelvic floor exercises at stoplights. These small additions can fit into your busy life without taking extra time. Celebrate the strength and resilience you already possess. Whether it's managing a household or navigating challenges, you are stronger than you realize. Use that strength to build healthier habits and a better life for yourself. Taking even the smallest steps towards your health and fitness goals can be empowering. As you start feeling stronger and more energetic, you'll be motivated to continue and expand your efforts. Increase your awareness of how you move and care for your body. This mindfulness can lead to better health practices and a more intentional approach to your well-being. Understand that self-care and fitness are ongoing journeys. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and stay committed to making small, positive changes every day. To follow and learn more about Kristen, be sure to click on the links in the show notes to get connected today. Be sure to let us know what you think or what takeaways you got from tuning in. We would greatly appreciate if you would share this episode with a fellow mom and leave us a 5-star rating if this has been helpful and impactful for you so we can work to reach as many moms out there as possible. If you feel you are ready to take action but not quite sure what to do or how to stay consistent with the goals you set, as a life coach, I can help you. I offer a free discovery call, so I would love to learn more about you and your goals so we can create a game plan together and see if I may be a good fit to help you along the way. Either way, it is valuable and I want to help you get started and going in any way I can. Visit me at marydibblecoaching.com or send me a message to learn more. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Until next time, much love.